What's poppin' YouTube? My name is Nate. Welcome back to my channel. As you see by that title, you already know what I'm doing today. I'm doing a story time. It's my very first story time, so it's an interesting story. It actually really just happened, and somebody gave me the idea. One of my friends gave me the idea to do it at story time because I told him what happened. That's some sweet tea right here. Okay, so before I start the story, I have to give you guys a little background. But before I get into it, I need you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. And let's go. Okay, so a couple years ago, I think in like 2018, I started working at this pizza place. I'm not gonna say the pizza place name, just leave them out of it. It was a pizza place. It's a franchise pizza place too. So the first pizza place I worked at of this franchise, it was in Wilmington, North Carolina, which is where I'm from. And I worked there for a couple months, and then I had to move to South Carolina, where I'm at right now, with my grandma. And I found that like 15 minutes away from my grandma's house, there was another one, and I got the job there. As I was working there, I met this girl, and we started talking. We were really cool, and we exchanged numbers, and we were just texting. Nothing major. I don't think we ever spoke on the phone to each other, but we were just texting, and we were friends. I thought we were friends. She was cool. We worked together in the same shift, and she was a cool person. So as the months go by, we're getting closer, and I'm not really thinking anything of it. Yes, I do like girls, but every girl that I talk to, I'm not trying to get with. I can have friends that are girls. I do have friends that are girls that I'm not trying to actively pursue in a relationship or a sexual relationship or nothing like that. So this is my friend. This girl's my friend. Okay, we're gonna call her Tay. Okay, I just made that up. We're gonna call her Tay, right? So me and Tay are cool. We're really cool. We joke and stuff. I love to laugh. I be joking. I be laughing at work. Now, whenever I come to work, I feel like it's always a good time. My coworkers always love me. I'm not just saying that just to sound good. Like my coworkers tell me all the time, they look forward to working a shift with me. They find out I'm working the shift with them, it makes their day. So, and I'm not being cocky at all. This is true. So me and Tay were going to work the same shift one day, and before she came in, she came in after me. Say I came in at 2, she came in at 4 or something like that. So apparently Tay was going around telling people that we talked, and talked as in talking stage before you get into a relationship. She was telling people that, and I was very lost as to why she was telling people that, because we never established that we were talking. Now, Tay was okay looking, but I was not really attracted to her, and because we were friends, I never thought to look at her like that. So when I found out she was telling people that we talked, I was very confused. Why would she say that? But anyway, apparently she was telling people that we talked, and even my managers knew about us talking. And I'm like, how everybody know about us talking except for me, the person that you're supposed to be talking to, right? When you talk to somebody, you both of y'all know that y'all talking, right? I'm not being crazy. So she was being crazy. So anyway, one day my manager was like, your girl coming in at 4. And I'm like, my girl? Who's my girl? I'm clueless. Who's my girl? Tay. She gonna say Tay. I'm like, Tay? That's not my girl. Why would you say that? She was like, oh, that's not what she was telling us last night. I'm like this is I hadn't worked that night. Usually I'll work day shift. I didn't really work night shift. Tay usually worked, she would work day shift sometimes, but she would mostly work night shift. So apparently that night shift, she was telling people that we talked. And I'm like, I can show you our messages right now. There's no type of flirting and nothing going on. And I'm showing people the message what? This is not. And they was that's not how the messages look in her phone. So apparently she was fabricating messages between us to make it look like we talked. And I'm like, no, I can show you her number right here. Went to click on her contact and show her the number. I'm like, yeah, this match your records, right? Yeah, this is her number. This is our conversation. Why would she tell you that we're talking? I don't know. So this was I think I left. I ended up leaving the pizza place in 2019, in 2019, I left the pizza place because I went to college. I left to go to college, and like me and Tay was not talking no more because I'm like, I don't want to talk to her after she's been telling people she lying on my name. Why would I keep talking to her? So we stopped talking, right? I went to school, minding my business, you know, as I should. You know, I always mind my business, but I'm at school, and then like, I came back to work at the pizza place. I think it was December of 2019. Tay was still working there. Now we still was on opposite shifts because I always went to day shift, and I'm like, don't put me on no night shift. I don't want to work with Tay. Like, I don't miss her. So I think eventually she ended up quitting to go to a different job. So we really lost contact. I never saw her no more. Like, when we did work together, it was like I would only see her for like a quick second. Like, she would be coming in and I'll be going home. So she ended up quitting, going somewhere else. I don't know where she went. Now in 2020, the summer of 2020, I came back again to work at the pizza place because I was on summer break from school. So I'm at the pizza place, and of course my coworkers, they were some gossipers, and they telling me that Tay is pregnant. And I'm like, oh, okay, like, why do I care that she's pregnant? That's good for her. I mean, if she happy, whatever. So, and they were like, oh, you're not mad? I'm like, why would I be mad at that? Like, that's not my girl. It never was my girl. They keep trying to put that on me, like we was together. We was never together. So they told me she was pregnant. This was 2020. Now, this brings me to why I made this video. I was in Food Lion like an hour ago. I'm trying to find something, and I was about to do a video. I went in Food Lion to get something to do a video, and I'm walking in, and I see this girl at the register. I'm like, that girl looked familiar. Like, we made eye contact. I'm like, what? Who is that? And I kept walking, because she had a mask on. I have a mask on, so I didn't really know. And then it clicked. It's Tay at the register. I was like, oh man, that's Tay. Like, I gotta avoid her. I'm like, someone told me to just avoid her, so I'm walking around trying to find what I'm looking for, and I couldn't find it. And I ended up seeing somebody from the pizza place I used to work at working there, and me and her started talking. And then Tay walks up. Who told her to come over here? She walks up, and I'm trying to walk away, right? I'm like, nah, I don't want to talk to her. I'm trying to walk away. And this girl follows me down the aisle. So I turn around, and I'm like, what do you want? And she's talking to me, and she's like, oh, I had a baby. I have a daughter. I was like, okay, good for you. But like, I'm really not a mean person, so I was just like, oh, what's her name? And she was like, I don't even remember what she said. She said the girl name, whatever. I'm like, oh, okay. But, and then she gonna say, this is really what blew my mind. She was like, oh, I should have named her after you. Me? Why would you do that? Where's this baby's father at? That's not my baby. I'm a girl, you're a girl. I cannot get you pregnant. That's not my baby. Why would you think to name her after me? I'm glad you didn't, because if you really did, like, I would have had to cuss her out. Why would you do that? Now, I'm telling you, this girl, something is wrong with her. Like, I'm convinced something's wrong with her, because why would you think to name your baby after me? She's talking about she was thinking about me. She wanted to name the baby after me. She should have named the baby after me. Why? I'm not in that baby's life. I'm not ever gonna be in that baby's life. I'm not ever gonna be in your life again. And the crazy part is that I applied at that Food Lion. I applied there like last night, and I was gonna go in there and talk to a manager. But seeing that she worked there, I cannot work with her again, especially after she just said that. Where's your baby daddy at? Name the baby after him. Why would you name the baby after me? Why would you think that? I'm glad she didn't. I'm really glad she did not name the baby after me. Because why would you do that? What was going through her mind? Like, females, I really want to know. Like, if anybody has any idea, please comment. What was going through that girl's mind when she thought to name the baby after me? I've never kissed this girl, never touched this girl, never hugged this girl. Now, we might have hugged, but kissing, nothing like that. We never did nothing like that. So why would you think to name your baby after me? Like, that is nothing like that has ever happened to me. I've dated some very civilized people, and we never even dated. Like, I never even gave her the idea that we were together. So I'm not really sure where she got that from. Like, I don't know. I really sat here and thought about it after we talked. Like, after she said that to me, I really sat in the car and thought about it. Like, what? I wish I had our old messages to go through and show y'all. Like, I never flirted with her, not once. Now it's different. Now if it's your friend and they're sending you a picture, like, you're gonna hype them up. You know, that's your friend, you're supposed to hype them up. But I never once gave her the idea that I wanted to be with her. Like, she was telling people that we talked, making fake messages to make it seem like I was flirting with her, and then she's gonna tell me she thought to name her baby after me. Alright, I can't. Like, I just don't understand. And it really made me think of, like, I just see people post, like, girls will post like one of their exes had a baby with another girl or whatever, and then she would text him like, oh, congrats on the baby, and the boy would be like, it should have been yours or something. Like, that really gave me that type of vibe, and it really blew my mind. Like, I don't know. But anyway, that's the end of this video. If y'all want some more story times with me, I have some very crazy stories. If y'all want to hear some more story times from me, feel free to comment below. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next video. Peace.